Hi everyone, it's Sheena from For the Love of Paper, and I thought I'd just come on and show you this journal that I just finished. It's another Reader's Digest, 3 signatures, and I took out the inside and built it back up. And this is the cover. It's got more of a blue, orange, Mediterranean type feel with the papers, but not exclusively that. So, the cover's just a decorated and sewn postcard onto fabric, and then just some other embellishments. Inside here there's a pocket with just a little piece of collage here, and then you could like write the date. There's a couple pieces of ephemera in here. I put some of my own things I've made, and I've put just some blank pieces to be used. There's a mix of old and new in here. This is just a little tag. On the back there's a journal card and a piece of ephemera attached. For all flip outs, they're intended to attach like another piece of paper or a photo, and then you have more writing space. So there will be a lot of flips in here. There's just some pieces of ephemera in here, index cards, a little tag. Again, all different kinds of paper from all different types of books. This is just a little, this flips out, a big writing space. There's a little pocket here with just like a little snippet cluster there. And on some of the pages that I felt that there was something like drastically, like bright red, I went in and collaged with some of the pieces of paper just to knock that back a little and incorporate more of the blues and the oranges. The paper I use to collage in here, and I'll point that out, is from Sweet Pea Curiosities, and she's got a lot of different pages, so I just mixed them throughout, and then just some random like replica ephemera to collage on certain pages. And here there's a piece of ephemera. There's like a tag journal card I made, another tag, and then just a piece of ephemera there. This is the inside of the first signature. This is comes out and it opens up, and you have all that writing space there, so that just tucks in. Okay, just flipping through. There's a flip out there to add more paper. This, I really loved the, where's the other side of this? I flip through this Richard Scarry with these flowers and gardening. So I kept that, but you will see the opposite side. That was more like the pigs of Richard Scarry and things like that. With brighter colors, I covered those pages, but I did leave these, like I covered that side, but this I kept in and left it as it was. It's neutral enough and it's not anything drastic. Here was a map that I just covered something like a big random word and just collage throughout, adding color too, to some pages that were just plain. There's a pocket here with the big tag tucked in there. This is just a little clip on here. Again, all different types of paper in here. This is one of the original pieces of paper from the book of the 3 stories that are inside of it. So I did hinge that and kept that because it was orange. I just felt it went. There's a pocket here. This is something I made a while back from like vintage papers, and then there's a tuck of different things stuck inside of here, and that can be used, and that's just tucked in there. This is another pocket with some ephemera that can be used throughout. I put some pages or some pieces in here that you could decorate too. I don't want to give exclusively all the things that I've decorated, just some random ephemera as well. This folds out. Again, here's another that Floral Richard Scarry page. And like the back had like planes and stuff like that, so I just covered it. Plenty of writing space. This is a tuck here with some old rag paper, and then this little journal card tucked in there. Again, a mix of old and new. There's this page, and this flips out. This is another piece of that Sweet Pea Curiosities paper. There's some blue dye paper. This with the blue lines and the black words, I just left that as it was. Didn't need to cover any of those pages. There wasn't anything drastic. It just so happened that I cut the random piece off this end that had like the more like graphics to it. There's that page, this one. Again, keeping it in theme. This I collaged on, but I did leave this like black and white image of someone doing some art. Here I just added a little color to this page. This is another one of the original pieces of paper or images from this Reader's Digest book, so I added that in. This is the opposite of that Richard Scarry again, so this was collaged over, and you can add more to this. This just opens up. There's a flip out there. I love these images from a book I have. And here there's a big tag, and then these two pieces of ephemera. And you can write on the back of all of them. Again, there's a bigger tag, and then two pieces of ephemera that are in theme of the colors. This also is a page from one of the stories in here, and I just thought that was a super sweet image of this couple, so I did keep that in. I just hinged it in. And again, bringing some color to these pages. This is a piece of Ideals, but this side was covered in strawberries. Although I really liked it, it just wasn't for this book, so I brought more of the blues and orange in. This I was okay with, so you have to have some variety. This was collaged. Lots of different pieces of paper. This is just like a little envelope that I made from a flower book and collaged a little bit on here, and that's just paper clipped on there. Again, now we're in the middle of the last signature. This has a mathematical card, a tag, and a piece of like journaling space there. And this one I kept as well. It's got the bright yellow, but there are yellows throughout. So as we flip through here, this was the other side of the strawberry paper, so I brought that back or knocked it back with some collage. But I love this color, and I really love this flap here, so I did not want to get rid of that. Yeah, so here we're coming to the end. Still plenty of flip outs, writing space, journaling space. This is the so I didn't mention that at the beginning. This page obviously is from the front of the book. It matches here, and then this was from the back of the book that matches the back as well, and I just used that as part of the collage papers too. I mean the hinged papers I use. Here's a pocket with this is actually a lot of vintage pieces on here, so hopefully this stays, but I really like the color of this really old newspaper, and it's on vellum. You can see through the back, so that's nice too. You could just write on there and still see through this little image, and then this tag, this really large tag. Wanted to give a variety of things, and then in the back here, there's this big postcard, a tag I made, a blank tag to be used, a smaller mathematical card, and then this little tag here. So lots of pieces throughout. There's the back of it. I need to decide what type of hinge will go on this, or if I'm gonna put a hinge like a tie, meaning I would use eyelets and tie it. I haven't decided yet. This one is super sweet, nice for as we go into spring. We're about to spring forward, so definitely Mediterranean colors, blues and oranges. And I just thought I'd show you this that I recently finished. Again, collage the cover, and it's just a sweet, I'm not really a blue or an orange, but whenever I had seen this particular paper pack of like these oranges and blues, I really wanted to create something, and I just had this perfect Reader's Digest to do that. So it will be listed on my Etsy shop, For the Love of Paper Co. I did put up a post a few days ago that I really want to destash and move some products in my Etsy shop because I only live in a tiny apartment and I'm creating more things. So my Etsy shop is currently 45% off. So definitely go check that out, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.